All right, guys, I'm back and it's been a while. Sorry about that. We're taking a look today at Rolls to Riches. And I must say, I like the presentation of this box. Open it up. This is where all your dice go, where your cards go, and the tiles sit right on top of that. It is neatly packed. I love this print though. Give me a shirt with this on it. I would rock it and then put this on a tie and it is a wrap. All right, I'm telling you. So the rules of this game are very simple and quick to learn. Look how small that rule book is. That is fantastic. This is probably one of the most ADHD friendly games that I have ever played. Of all of the games I have on my shelf, I've got a few that are pretty simple, but this one's got some decent mechanics to it, and it is really fun. I had a game called Roll For It that I was like, oh, that's going to be similar to that, but this feels so much different and plays so much better. It was designed for an ADHD child by Jackie, who sent this over to me, designed it for a child who has ADHD. My daughter and I are severely ADHD, and knocked it out of the park, I must say. Rolls to Riches is splendid. This game is really well done. So here's how it plays. You're going to take your 6 dice tiles and you're going to lay those out in 1 to 6 order, or you can put them odds or evens, however you want to set it up on the table. Each player is going to take 8 dice of their color. That's what they're going to be using throughout the rounds. Then you'll choose a dealer. That person will be the dealer for the remainder of the game. They'll take this deck and they'll start with the 1 and they'll deal a card to this dice number until it reaches 50,000 or more. It has to be a minimum of $50,000. So you see in this case with the 3 and the 6, it actually took more cards to get to that point. If it exceeds 50,000, that's fine. Once you get all the cards dealt out to all of their corresponding dice tiles, a player will take their dice, and on your turn, it's very simple. You'll roll your dice. You'll take a look and see what it is you have, and then you'll determine what it is you want to place your dice on based on what's out here. So in this case, I've got 3 5s, I've got 2 4s, a 2, a 3, and a 6. So what I would do with that is I'd say, I'll place mine on the 6. Now the next player will take their dice and they would roll. And they do the same thing. So we've got 2 6s, 3 1s, a 4, a 5, and a 3. Now, this player can kick me out of this pretty much and put their 2 6s there. This means that because we're both on this one, this person with the 2 highest dice are going to get that higher number, the $80,000 card. I'll get the $20,000 card. Now, you have to place all of the dice of that particular number that you chose on that card no matter what. You can't just place 1 or 2 and then save the rest for the next round. Then your next player will go, and the same thing will continue. Now we've got 4s, 2s, 1s. Now what this player will do is say 2 4s. Now turns will go back and forth in order like that, and let's just go ahead and roll these out. Now if at any point you run out of your dice, what'll happen then is you'll get skipped until all players place their dice. So for example, I've got 5 here, this person's got 6, this person's got 4. So they're going to probably lose more dice before anyone else does. Oh wait, green didn't go. So green's going to do that. Now I'll explain why this is a strategic thing to do later on. But basically you'll keep going like this until the turn is over. So let's just go ahead and place dice here, just kind of willy-nilly for the sake of the explanation of the game. And we'll go your 2s, your 6s, and your 4s, 6 here, we'll say a 2 there, a 1 there, and another 4 here. Now, let's say this is how the game played out and this is what it looked like. At this point, when all players have placed all of their dice, the dealer is then going to take a look and see who gets paid out what. Payouts are very simple. If you are the only person with dice on a card or on a tile, you get that card and whatever else, so all of them. So if there were more cards than just this one, this person who has the green dice will get all of them and take those green dice back. On this case, purple would get all 3 of these and then take their die back. Once you get these things sorted out, like this one, for example, this is a unique case. In this case, it's going to be a tie between green and purple. And because they both have 2 dice on there, they cancel each other out and don't get anything. Now that black is the only one left standing, black would get this card. Now, in the event that there are, let's say, a tie like this one, where there's 3 and 3 and then 1, these 2 would cancel each other out. But because more than one person played their die on this card, this person that remains only gets the highest value card, but not everything. So if there's multiple players on a card and 2 cancel each other out, the remaining player only gets the highest one. If you're the only one here, you get all of them. If you are tied with any other player and you're the only 2 on there, no one gets that. It cancels out, goes back into the deck to get shuffled in, and your dice get returned. If you have all of your dice, let's say all of these were 6s, and we put them all on the 6 card here, what would then happen is, instead of getting everything, and if you weren't challenged with anyone, or you didn't tie with anyone to have all of your dice on one card, then, or on one tile, I'm sorry, then what would happen is you would get the highest value card, but you'd also be able to double it. So this would be $160,000 instead of just $80,000, and then this card would get discarded. Now, after this happens, you'll shuffle up any unclaimed cards back into the deck. The dealer will then redeal and redistribute things again along the table. And you would start with the person to the left of whoever started the last round as the first player on this round. And then you do that again. Now, the gameplay can be ended in 2 ways. One way is when this deck runs completely out and there are no more cards to deal out here, or the first player to $1 million. And if you get to $1 million first, you win. But you'll decide on that, before you start the game. So you're not like, oh, I got $1 million now, it's game over, and no one else agreed to it. But that's the very simple take on how to play this fantastic game, Rose to Riches. My daughter's still trying to beat me in this and failing at it, which is great for me. And I'd say pick it up, man. It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I mean, I kind of assumed it would have some fun factor to it, but this is a really well-designed, fun, quick, and easy to play game. This is great for the family. My wife loves it, and that's saying a lot because she is not an avid board gamer like I am. Definitely check it out. Again, it's Rose to Riches. I love it. Check it out. Thanks for sending it over. You guys have fun. Thanks for watching.